Welcome back. We're having fun today, and this is the podcast, and I'm Mark. Hi.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Hello.
Hello.
It's a drive-by fruiting today.
We are not watching Mrs. Doubtfire.
But we should at some point. What a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Happy week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Getting ready, getting our tum-tums ready for the turk, as we say.
No.
No? Oh. Getting our bellies ready for some jellies, as they say.
Oh, gosh.
We're having a good time, and yeah. Hey, how's it going?
It's going all right, I guess.
Good. Anything going on? We got the new Spider-Man trailer.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Which is exciting.
Very exciting. I'm extremely hyped for it.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Looking forward to seeing a bunch of different Spider-Men, which they're not confirming yet.
I was going to say, no, they're not in the trailer, so we don't know.
But maybe they are.
How about a bunch of Spider-Man villains?
There are a lot of those. That's true. And so a lot can happen. We'll see. But I'm pretty pumped about it.
Yep.
Also,
do you think they're going to pull a Gwen Stacy with MJ?
We can only hope.
No.
No.
I do not want that.
Yeah, no, I like her. So, yeah, I hope not.
If they were, I highly doubt they would show that in the trailer.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. That'd be funny if the Gwen Stacy comes over from another one and dies again. Like, oh, come on. She just dies. But yeah, it should be fun, and I am very much looking forward to it. We'll be here soon before we know it.
Yep, it's in December. It's like a month away.
So. And this week Hawkeye starts, so
yeah,
we got plenty of stuff to keep us busy until then.
Sure do.
Not to mention Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes. So, since it is Thanksgiving week,
yep,
we're gonna do a couple of Thanksgiving specials.
Yeah.
That I remember from my childhood.
And I have never seen.
You've never seen them. So.
Had never seen them until yesterday.
Yeah. So you have someone coming from a nostalgic point of view and someone who is just seeing it as an adult and like, the heck is this?
Yeah.
So we're doing Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. I can't remember if that's what it's called or not.
I think it is.
Yeah. And Garfield Thanksgiving special. Yep. And we started with Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So you've only seen the Christmas one,
That
right?
is right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you just saw it like last year or something?
No.
A couple years ago?
No.
10 years ago?
15 years ago.
15 years ago? Wow, that's a while back.
Yeah, but I mean, I was already an adult by then.
Yeah.
So.
The Christmas one is better than this one.
Yeah. I haven't seen the Christmas one very many times, but I will definitely say that.
Yeah, this one's definitely not like a classic, but it's something.
Sure, you can say that.
I don't know that I really saw this one until I was an adult either.
Okay.
I definitely saw like The Great Pumpkin.
Yeah,
and then I saw the Christmas one when I was a kid.
Yeah, we should have watched The Great Pumpkin.
Probably.
For Halloween, but we didn't. So I guess maybe next year.
Maybe. They have a bunch of like specials.
Oh yeah, there's a whole list of them.
It's May Day, Charlie Brown.
It's Arbor Day, Charlie Brown.
Yep. So yeah, you're not left wanting. And they get like actual kids to voice these characters, which may be a mistake. They're usually not great actors, voice actors, but it has a certain charm to it.
It does.
So this Thanksgiving thing is quite the contrived plot, I'd say.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown's going to go to Thanksgiving at his grandma's. Oh, wait, no. Peppermint Patty calls and like, hey, we're coming over, bro. Get ready.
Oh, but first you start off with Lucy.
Oh, that's true.
The only time that she's in this whole thing.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's like she's at the very beginning of it, and of course she's doing the whole, I'm going to hold the football for you bit, because football is synonymous with Thanksgiving.
It is.
It's a tradition, so she's like, so since it's a Thanksgiving tradition, I'm not going to pull it away from you.
Yeah.
Never trust
dumb.
Her.
I don't.
Yeah.
He must have gotten so many concussions from falling that he can't remember, and he doesn't think straight.
And so, of course, she takes it away and he falls. But, I mean, he, like, flies into the air.
Yeah, dude, I do wish he could make a connection once just to see how far he's going to kick that thing. Because he has some velocity behind his kick.
He's got some power.
He does.
Yeah.
Dude is like, it's like a superpower. If his kick is launching him into the air, that's intense.
So then like it shows Snoopy is like getting a bunch of mail.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why Snoopy's getting a bunch of mail.
Snoopy's a person. He's not a dog. He's a person.
Yeah. But I mean, okay, maybe it's like Christmas cards already or something. I don't know. And then they do mention, that the stores already have Christmas stuff instead of Thanksgiving stuff. And they're like, wow, it's not even, it's just Thanksgiving. They already have Christmas stuff up. I'm like, oh, boy.
What a time you were living in when it was just at Thanksgiving.
I wish it was still like that. Instead of them creeping up on my Halloween stuff.
4th of July, Christmas stuff out.
It's like, it's September and here's all the Christmas stuff. Stop, please.
Yeah, we disagree on that. But yeah, I like that they threw that in there. Mm-hmm. It's still topical.
So then Sally shows up.
Oh, Sally.
And Sally is very annoying.
Charlie Brown's little sister. In love with Linus.
Yeah. Which is actually kind of cute, but...
Yeah, it is a cute little relationship. There's a couple of those where, like, the girl's in love with the boy and the boy doesn't care.
Totally oblivious, but that's kind of how it is.
In real life?
Well, I mean, when you're
that it's usually the opposite.
No, I mean, when you're that young.
Oh, okay.
When you're that little, you have little crushes on boys and they're like, ew, it's a girl, So
I was never like, ew, it's a girl. Like, hey, girl.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, then Peppermint Patty calls.
Yeah, I hate Peppermint Patty. I hate her in everything she's ever been in.
I'm sorry, but Peppermint Patty is not a girl.
She's actually voiced by a boy in this.
She's also wearing flip-flops in November. Why?
Well, they don't have any changes of clothes. They only have what they have because their parents don't exist.
Yeah. And
so who's buying them clothes?
And also constantly calls Charlie Brown Chuck, which annoys me
it's very annoying.
Much. And it's like there were sentences she was saying where it's like, okay, Chuck, well, I'll see you in a few minutes, Chuck. And I'm like, it was
a lot of Chuck.
Said it way too many times. This is like one of my pet peeves about when I'm reading a book. I can tell if it's by somebody who has like self-published.
Yeah.
Other than, had an actual editor.
Yeah.
Because you can tell because of the way they use names. Because it's like every sentence when they're talking to someone, they call them by their name.
Oh, gosh, it's the worst.
So they're like, well, Sally, I was thinking that I would go to the grocery store today. And it's like, okay, Megan, I'll see, I'll go with you if that's okay. Well, Sally, I was thinking blah, blah, blah.
Who does that?
Nobody says that. I hardly ever say your name when I'm talking to you.
It's true. Well, you never talk to me either.
Oh, shut
outside
up.
of this.
That's not true. We
sit in silence. I'm constantly saying your name. Krista, please. Krista.
Please
Krista,
talk to
look
me.
at me. Krista, acknowledge me.
Krista, please, what did I do? Why are you kicking me out of your apartment? Why won't you love me?
Krista, why are you breaking up with me again?
Oh gosh, no,
that's not true. We're very happy. Did I read that right, Krista? We're very happy.
You didn't put enough emphasis on it.
Sorry, I'll cut this out. Krista, I'm kidding. This is a good relationship we have. You love me very much.
We gotta stop. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, it is ridiculous. Nobody does that.
No.
The only time you do it is like you want to get somebody's attention. Mm-hmm. But if you're already talking to someone, why would you
say their name? It's like you don't have to say their name all the time.
Yeah. They know who they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's the worst.
So she invites herself over, basically.
Yes. And he just gets steamrolled.
Yeah. And then she also invites Marcy. And then she also invites Franklin. And it's like, we're all just going to come over.
Everybody's going to join in.
And so he gets off the phone and he's like, but I don't know anything about like cooking for Thanksgiving.
And I have to go.
And I have
I'm
to
not
go
going to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's weird. And I guess Linus gives him a pep talk.
Yeah, and he sounds like Haley Joel Osment.
He does.
Which was weird.
A weird voice. Didn't Fergie do Sally's voice at some point?
I have no clue.
I don't know when she did it, but I think she did. She was the voice for one of them.
I don't know.
I wish she would have been the voice on this one. But, alas, it is not.
Yeah, and then there's like this weird song that starts playing.
Oh, the little bird, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like there was like more than one weird song, but I don't know.
Maybe.
There's too much.
Yeah, the music in this was bad.
So he basically tells Snoopy, I guess, to go out and set up a table for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird because Linus gives him like this big pep talk. Like, you could do it. You just, do whatever you want to do. We're going to hang out.
Yeah.
And then he's like, Snoopy, go do everything.
Yeah.
Snoopy does everything.
Everything, yeah. It's like, Snoopy, you're a dog. Go do this stuff. It's like, okay. So Snoopy goes out to the garage. He starts like playing basketball because why not?
Yeah.
He starts like he pulls out the table tennis table, the ping pong table, and he's like, I was like, oh, that's cute. He's gonna play with Woodstock. No,
nope.
He starts playing with himself.
Yeah,
he's like playing both sides.
Yeah,
like, okay. He starts playing table tennis with himself.
Yeah,
instead of like letting Woodstock participate. Yeah. Woodstock gets rolled over by the basketball at some point too.
Yeah, Woodstock gets beat up pretty hard.
Yeah. So then Snoopy's like, all right, well, I've got to put some chairs out here.
I've had fun.
Yeah. So he starts pulling some chairs out. One of them is like a lawn chair. It turns sentient and starts fighting him.
Yeah. It gets real mystical there for a second.
At which point I was like, how long is this thing? Because I don't know if I can make it through the whole special if it's gonna be like this.
It's weird. Snoopy though, you wonder if it actually was fighting him. He has a very active imagination.
Yeah, because
like he'll fly his doghouse sometimes.
That's true.
Against the Red Baron or whatever. Mm-hmm. So maybe that chair wasn't a fighter. But
yeah, maybe it was just all in his imagination.
Probably
was.
He's had to cope with a lot of stuff because Charlie Brown makes him do everything.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a regular dog.
So then I think it goes back to like Peppermint Patty's house, and Marcy and Franklin show up. And another thing I can't stand is Marcy calls Peppermint Patty sir.
Sir, yeah.
I'm like, you're already giving Peppermint Patty a boy voice. And now you're calling calling her sir.
Yeah. And then she said, at some point, she says her whole name, Patty's whole name is Priscilla.
How is that Patty?
It's not Patty, that'd be Patricia. She calls Charlie Brown Charles.
Yeah, but I mean,
is
of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff in these Charlie Brown shows.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I generally like Marcy, though, for the most part.
Yeah.
Her voice was super adorable. Like, you could tell that was like a little kid. It was just like, just so cute.
I actually did like Marcy. Marcy was probably my favorite of all of them.
Probably.
So then they start making the food for the Thanksgiving feast.
Yeah.
So they make a lot of buttered toast.
A lot. Like, they have so many toasters.
That's like, they have just a whole table full of toasters.
It was a fire hazard.
It was. And they start making toast. It had to have been at least 5 loaves of bread that they used for toast. Yeah. And it's like they're toasting, they're buttering, they're making popcorn.
Yep.
And, of course, the other 2 things they have are pretzels and jelly beans. Yep. And that is their Thanksgiving feast.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do see also ice cream sundaes.
Oh, yes, and ice cream sundaes at one point, too.
Yeah. We don't see who made those, but they just show up.
They make all that stuff. Snoopy goes out, sets the table, puts these cute little napkins out there, like folds the napkins really nice. And it's like, oh, look how cool Snoopy is here.
That's great.
At one point, Woodstock is like standing on one of the plates, and I yelled out, "Get off the plate, you dirty bird!"
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of health hazards in this.
Yeah.
And around this like montage time is when they're playing that Little Bird song, and it is a terrible song.
Yeah.
Little birdie. I don't remember how it goes.
Yeah,
it's very like 60s, 70s.
It's not good.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So then the guests arrive. They go out. They see that it's all nice and cute outside at the little table. That Snoopy has done such a great job.
He also dresses himself in Woodstock.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
In pilgrim hats and guns, and they go to the door, and Charlie Brown opens the door, and he's like, "What? Who? Oh, Snoopy. Hey, what up?" I didn't recognize my own dog in his hat.
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't know. And then when he's going to put on the pilgrim hat and everything, he takes off his chef's hat because he's been cooking and everything. Right. And he puts it in the little chest where the other costume is. And then they go inside and his hat is like hung up on a peg in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
make a lot of sense.
They're like, Snoopy, aren't you going to wear your chef's hat? I'm like, how did it get there? I don't understand. It's like, did it teleport?
I don't know. And why would he change out of the hat he just put on for this feast? I didn't understand it.
I don't know.
Woodstock looked pretty fly in his pilgrim.
Oh yeah, very cute.
He looked really cool.
Very cute.
It was awesome. I love Woodstock.
Yeah.
In the comics and stuff, when he's like just flying around and just his speech is just like apostrophes. So maybe he's cursing at Snoopy constantly.
Who knows?
We don't know. So, I assume he is.
Yeah. So they get out there to have their feast. Snoopy brings out the food. He starts like divvying it up and giving them their plates. He's like throwing the plates across the table.
He is. Everybody had their plate, but then he gets another plate and throws the plate at them. It goes on top of their plate.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's weird.
And there's also a controversy about this setup that Franklin is the only one sitting on the left side of the table while all the white people are on the right side.
I thought there was another person on that other side.
No, there's nobody else on that side.
Also, he gets the really crappy chair that almost like
kills Snoopy.
Him. Yeah, that like it makes him like have to sit lower than everybody else too.
Oof, yeah.
So
yeah. It was a weird choice. I don't know why they had so many chairs out there in the first place.
They didn't need that many chairs.
Yeah.
They knew how many people were going to be there.
Yeah, so just, put out that many chairs on an even number. It was a weird choice by the animators. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, why are they letting Snoopy touch the food?
Yeah, he's all up in it.
It's gross.
I would not let Wilson touch my food.
No.
And serve it to me.
No.
He gross.
So, Peppermint Patty is very rude and is like, this isn't Thanksgiving dinner. Where's the turkey? Where's the cranberry sauce? Where's this stuff? Where's that stuff? It's like, be grateful for what you have.
You invited yourself over. So
exactly. And that's what somebody points out to. I can't remember. I think it was Marcy. It's like, did Charlie invite you over or did you invite yourself? And she's like, oh no, I guess I invited myself.
I'm the worst.
Because at this point, Charlie Brown has already like walked off because he's like all sad because his friends hate him.
Yeah, which, is a common theme of Charlie Brown.
It's only Peppermint Patty that seems to hate him at this point. Because everybody else is like, well, I mean, whatever.
No, I'll take jelly beans. Hey.
I mean, Linus was even like helping him make all this stuff, so.
Yeah, he knew what was going down.
Exactly. So anyway, Marcy's like, I'll go talk to him.
Yeah.
And goes and talks to Charlie, and I can't remember what she says.
I don't know. It's like, hey.
It was cute, though.
Appreciate you, bro. Charles, you're cool. Anywho, Peppermint Patty likes you.
Yeah.
Or something.
And then Peppermint Patty shows up and I guess apologizes. At this point, I was just like, can this be over? Can this be over, please? I'm tired of it. Just wanted to be done.
Yeah.
So then he looks at the clock and the clock says it's 4:00 and then he has to be at his grandparents at 4:30. And then we were both like, where are your parents?
He has to call his grandparents and tell them they're going to be late.
Yeah.
Why aren't his parents like, first of all, being like, hey, bro, we need to go.
Yeah.
You need to end this little jelly bean party you're having.
Exactly. But I mean, obviously they're there because later somebody's driving them.
Yeah, somebody takes them. So
yeah,
maybe Snoopy's driving.
So yeah, when he's on the phone with his grandparents, he tells them that he has some friends over there, that they were having a little Thanksgiving get together. And the grandparents are like, well, just bring them over to our house for Thanksgiving. So he's like, okay, what about their families? Do they not have Thanksgiving?
I don't know, because Linus is there and his sister is Lucy, who we saw earlier. She's not there. What's she doing? You know, maybe she has her own thing.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's everybody plays fast and loose with Thanksgiving here.
Yeah, in this one and in the next one too.
Yeah.
So anyway, they all pile up in the car together and go to grandmother's house, and they sing, of course, Over the River and Through the Woods.
Yeah.
It is real bad.
It is bad,
yes. Everybody's off key.
Yeah.
It's awful. They don't know the words either.
Yeah.
Which I don't know the words. But I know they're not like, you know.
Yeah.
And so once they're all gone, it's just Snoopy and Woodstock.
Yeah. And they set up a little table.
They set up
little chairs.
Yeah, a little table, and they bring out a turkey.
Fully cooked turkey.
Fully cooked turkey with like carrots and potatoes and maybe onions or something. I don't know.
All the fixins.
And then they start, Snoopy starts slicing up the turkey and gives them each pieces. Yep. And I'm like, Woodstock is just eating this turkey.
He's a cannibal.
He's a cannibal. That's cool. So they have their own little feast. And it's like, where was that stuff when you were making all the food for everybody else?
Yeah, when did you make it? Why didn't you serve it earlier?
Snoopy didn't want to serve it earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
Snoopy wanted it for himself.
Snoopy's going to eat that whole turkey.
Exactly. So that's when I'm like, okay, Snoopy.
I see you.
I see you. I get you. I get you, boo.
And, and he wants to feed his bird friend another bird.
Yeah.
Snoopy's weird, man.
He's weird, but I mean, I'm sure there are birds that eat other birds.
Maybe.
Probably not whatever kind of bird that Woodstock is supposed to be, but...
Can't say I've ever heard of it, but it might be.
Well, I'm sure, like, vultures. Because they'll eat anything. They probably
scavengers.
Yeah.
There's a dead bird. They might eat a bird. Hey, maybe.
So, like, another vulture dies, and they're like,
hey!
Dinner!
Get to eat Dennis today.
It's like, thanks, friend. Thanks for dying. Now I get to eat you. Yeah, it's strange.
Birds are crazy.
Birds are weird, man.
Birds are weird. You ever think about how birds are weird?
Just like so weird, bro.
Dinosaurs were birds. But yeah, that's the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. So you did not enjoy it, I'm assuming.
Particularly. I don't think it was fine. I don't think I ever want to watch it again.
Yeah, it's not good. It's kind of like if you had it on at a Thanksgiving, with some kids around and just something, easy and nice to watch, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're like, I want to watch a really good Christmas or Thanksgiving special today.
That was not it.
That's not going to do it for you.
I don't know if there actually are any really good Thanksgiving specials.
Well, I don't know. We got a good one coming up.
Okay. Oh, boy.
I can't think of any. Oh, also, we forgot to mention that Woodstock and Snoopy do the wishbone at the end.
Yeah.
And Woodstock gets that big old wishbone.
Yeah.
Did you ever do the wishbone thing?
Probably, but I can't remember.
Really? I did it once with my brother, and he won.
Of course he did.
And I became so upset. I was so sad.
Considering you, the unluckiest person I know.
I mean, that's true, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was in tears. I was like,
oh, no.
I had wished this really good that we were going to go be with our families and stuff, and I lost. So now we're not going to be with our family. And my mom's like, it's a wishbone, dude. It's fine. Stop crying.
Dude, it's fine.
You're 23. Stop.
Oh, no.
No, that's not true. But boy. Yeah, that's my memory of wishbones. So, yeah, I've made a lot of fun activities miserable. But yeah, I don't know. It was fun. I never wanted to eat that Thanksgiving dinner. It's a mix of bad things. It's those crappy jelly beans.
Yeah.
They're like, no, they don't taste great. Pretzels are fine. Toast is good. I like an ice cream sundae.
What was the other thing?
Popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn.
Popcorn's good. But it was just straight up plain popcorn.
That's such a bland meal.
It is very
buttered
bland.
Toast, popcorn, and pretzels. That's just so bland.
Yeah. Well, jelly beans.
And the jelly beans, at least you can have some flavor.
Yeah. And the leftovers, you get to make jelly bean sandwiches.
Okay.
At one point, Snoopy has like an outdoor grill and he's frying up some more popcorn.
Yeah.
Like, you're not running out, dude. You had tons. Nobody wants to eat this.
Yeah, that's gross.
Why are you making more? So I don't know. It's a lot of questions with this movie. But it's a something.
It's a something. You know what they say? It's a something.
Definitely not as memorable music-wise as the Christmas one.
No. Although they did play, like, the normal, like...
The Peanuts theme.
Yeah, the Peanuts theme.
Yeah.
Which was nice to hear, because I do like that one.
Theme. Yeah, it is good.
Because they were playing that while they were making the toast and everything.
Oh, yeah, were they? Okay.
Because he kept, like, putting the toast was, like, on... like a stick or something. It wasn't like a stick.
Yeah.
It was weird.
He was always shuffling them like cards.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was interesting.
It was strange.
Yeah. I could see as a kid like, oh man, I want to try shuffling toast as like cards.
Yeah.
And then it falling apart. But yep, not as an adult.
Whoa, I don't know what that sentence was, but okay.
I say stuff really cool.
Yeah, that's what we call it now. Okay.
And then next, we watched the Garfield Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Which I loved Garfield as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I still enjoy Garfield. I don't like read the comics like all the time anymore.
Yeah.
But if there's a Garfield comic in front of me, I'll peruse.
Okay.
I'll give it a look.
I don't think I've ever been like a big fan of Garfield, but I mean, Garfield's fine.
I had
Whatever.
all the like treasuries and stuff. I would always, when we'd go to the library in school, I'd always check out the Garfield books.
Mm-hmm.
I was all about it. It was good. And I love these Garfield specials. There's also a Halloween, a Thanksgiving, and a Christmas one.
Okay. I do have to say that I enjoyed the Garfield one more than
it's
the Peanuts one.
It's way better.
Because I was like, oh, because when you started it up, I was like, how long is this? And you're like, 23 minutes. How long was the other one? 24 minutes. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was enjoyable. It was fine.
Yeah. This is maybe controversial.
Okay.
And I should save it for later, but I'm going to say it now. I like the Garfield Christmas better than the Peanuts Christmas.
Ooh,
so
okay.
We may have to watch the Garfield Christmas too.
We may have
to. Point. Like a little short before another Christmas movie or something.
Maybe. So have we watched it before together?
Have we?
I don't know.
We might have. We never talked about it on a podcast.
No. And if we did, if we did watch it, we must not have watched it because it wasn't memorable.
Yeah.
And if you like it that much, then I probably would remember it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you would remember it. Yeah, so...
Oh, I just thought of something we did watch. It was some kind of, like, drug thing with, like, all of the cartoon
we did
characters.
Cartoon All-Stars against the drugs. Now that is quality.
Oh, gosh.
We need to watch that for the podcast, too. It's so good.
I don't know if I want to watch it again.
It is so good, guys. It is so good. And if you are from my school, you know it's good, because we watched it all the time in school, like, when there was nothing to do.
Oh, speaking of, like, educational kind of stuff, the guy who wrote, like, the songs for, what is it called? Why is it blank? Why am I blanking?
Like Schoolhouse Rock?
Yeah, Schoolhouse Rock. He passed away earlier this week, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer. Mm-hmm. Well, all right.
Anyway, sorry to break us down. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one starts off, John. That's his name, right, John?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why I always want to call him Dave.
Dave.
But his name is John Arbuckle.
Dave is the Chipmunk's dad.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they're similar.
I guess. I don't know.
Did you watch Garfield and Friends, the animated Garfield TV show?
I don't know.
That was around this time, too.
Well, that's what this was. Or at least that's what it said on the thing, because it said Garfield and Friends.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was like the Christmas episode.
You mean Thanksgiving episode?
Yeah, Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Where? What day is it?
Oh, boy.
Yes. So maybe it was part of that. And I loved that show as a kid because I loved Garfield. And it was funny. It was great. It was a great show.
Okay.
So this is where we're at.
Okay. Anyway, John is asleep. And Garfield comes up and just kind of like lightly taps him, I think, at first.
Probably.
And it doesn't wake him up, of course, because I'm sitting there like, that's not how a cat would try to wake you up anyway.
No.
I mean, normally, what wakes me up is a cat, like, vomiting in the hallway.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh gosh, I gotta go and, I'm gonna, oh no, please don't do that there. That's a bad place to puke.
Cat,
please don't.
No.
Well, I guess I'm gonna clean this up.
Oh, cats.
Yeah, so that's usually how you wake up from a cat. But also, like, lots of loud meowing. I'm starving kind of meows. Yeah. But yeah, he's very nice about it at first, and that doesn't do anything. So then he like starts like playing an instrument, I think.
Does he?
Or he turns on the music, I think.
He's got a boombox.
Yeah, he's got a boombox, and then Odie has the cymbals.
Yes, he does.
Because I was like, I know there's some kind of musical instrument in this. So yeah, Odie is helping him because that's what dogs do.
Yep.
They're there for backup.
They are. Dogs are a good backup.
So yeah, that was much more like it. Lots of loud noises trying to wake him up, and of course he wakes up and
falls on the floor, I guess.
Yeah, and of course Garfield's like, I'm starving.
Yeah, bro, need food. So. And Odie, I didn't like Odie growing up. Because I was, Garfield boy, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, he's cute.
Oh, he's so cute. Especially later in it. Oh, my gosh. I was just like, melt my heart. How is this so adorable?
Yeah, it's weird.
We'll talk about that one.
Oh, Odie. John makes him like a 4-course breakfast or something. There's like 5 plates out. Yeah, there's coffee.
There's a lot of food. So he eats, and then he goes over and he's like looking at the calendar. And he sees that, oh no, he has a vet appointment that day. Mm-hmm. So he's like, what am I going to do? Oh, I'll just get rid of this page of the calendar. Yeah. And that's fine. And then he sees the next day is Thanksgiving. Yeah. So he's like, oh my gosh, John, look. Yeah. Thanksgiving. Today's Thanksgiving. Because he kind of makes it sound like it today. And then John's like, yeah, tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It like doesn't work at all that he took that calendar page.
But I mean, at first you think it does because you're like, oh, well, he doesn't remember the vet. But he's like, okay, yeah, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We'll go get some stuff to make a Thanksgiving feast.
That's right.
And so Garfield's like,
so much food.
They get tons of food.
He piles it. It's towering above his cart.
Oh, yeah.
It's just one man and 2 pets. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. And
he does not eat all this food.
There's also music playing during this.
Yeah.
And this music was much better.
It was way
much
better.
More enjoyable also than the peanut stuff.
Grab the stuff and grab the data. Gonna make a Thanksgiving.
Mashed potatoes.
Here we go now.
Mashed potatoes, candied yams. I'm like, yeah. Let's sing about Thanksgiving food. I love this. Yeah, I'm living
Tell
for
me
this.
about it, bro.
So it was great.
Yeah.
Apparently it was Lou Rawls.
Who's Lou Rawls again?
I looked it up and I was like, I still don't know who this is, but it sounds so familiar.
Yeah. Dang, that name sounds familiar.
Right? Because I looked and he had like some hit songs. I was like, none of these sound familiar to me. Anyway, so they're on the way home, or supposedly home.
Yeah.
And
Garfield's all excited.
Garfield's so excited. He's just like, oh, look at this. And putting like cans of stuff in front of John's face while he's trying to drive. I'm like, crazy. Would you stop it? Why do you have your cat in the front seat of the car anyway?
It's true.
That needs to be in a carrier. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but why did you take your cat to the grocery store? But you find out that that's not the only place they're going, because they are going to the vet. Yeah. Which I also have a question. You're going to take your cat to the vet, and you've got all these groceries in the bags.
Exactly.
In the car.
He's got milk. He's got eggs, everything, vegetables.
He's apparently got a frozen turkey.
Just going to sit in his hot car.
Sit in his car.
Maybe it's freezing outside.
Maybe it is.
They're like, it'll stay cool.
Yeah, maybe. But Garfield's like, hey, this isn't the way home.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're not going home. We're going to the vet. And he's like, no.
You son of a gun.
He remembered. So
my plan.
So they go to the vet.
It's very busy for the day before Thanksgiving.
It is. But, I mean, I guess they want to get their...
Yeah, get them checked out.
Their stuff before Thanksgiving,
so...
I mean, I have a dentist appointment like 2 days before Thanksgiving, so...
Oh, okay.
Just have to get my teeth cleaned. It's fine.
Okay. We'll see. I
hope.
We never put you on a diet like Garfield.
Yeah. Sorry. Your teeth.
You're having too much sugar.
Too much sugar. You got to have a diet. Like, I mean, honestly, they probably would. Because I do eat way too much sugar. But anyway, they get to the vet, and John immediately is like flirting with her and keeps calling her Liz, and she's like, no, it's Doctor.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, Dr. Liz.
John does not know when to stop.
No, he asks her out on a date, and she's like, no, I'd sooner die.
Yeah. At that point, you got to be like, all right, well, this girl's not into me.
I mean, yeah, literally, have out a date, I'd sooner die.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a definite no.
Pretty bad.
So he's like, she's examining the cat and everything, and he says something about, I'm going to hold my breath until you go on a date with me.
It's just so troublesome.
Why?
Yeah.
She said no, just let it go.
Yeah.
So anyway, he holds his breath.
Yeah. In the comics now, they are actually together. It worked.
I mean, it worked in this.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. It was never a relationship I was ever rooting for. Even as a child, I was not like, man, I hope he gets together with the vet. Like, John, you're weird, man.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's like still examining the cat. John's over there just holding his breath the whole time and turning red.
Yeah.
He holds it for a long time.
He does.
I'm like, he would have passed out a lot earlier
I feel
than
like
that.
he should have.
I mean, he did eventually, but he would have passed out a lot faster, I think.
Yeah, it seems inhuman how long he can hold his breath.
Yeah, because I mean, she gives like the cat a whole checkup and everything. She's like, Garfield's just sitting there. And then she's like, okay, I've got good news and bad news. You're in good health, except you need to go on a diet.
Yeah.
And he's like, diet? No.
It's Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
That is pretty messed up, though.
Yeah, to do that right the day before Thanksgiving.
If somebody told me that right before Thanksgiving, I would cry.
I would be like, after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. All right, I'll start
Friday. You're not taking my Thanksgiving away, because that's my favorite meal of the year. Thanks.
Even if they're like, if you eat tomorrow, you will die. I'm like,
I'd say, well, it's going to be a good way to go.
Better gather my loved ones, because this is it.
Guess I better say goodbye to everybody, because I'm eating that Thanksgiving meal.
I'm not missing out on dressing. Sorry.
Nope. So he's very sad about it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the vet agrees to go on a date with John, and he's like,
after he passes out.
Yeah, after he passes out. And he's like, okay, great. I'll see you tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, what date is that?
And why does no one ask if people have Thanksgiving plans? I don't understand. This is the second one.
Yeah.
People have families. Obviously, she doesn't.
Maybe she doesn't. So, yeah. Not everyone does.
I know. So she's like, okay, sure. Sounds good. I'll see you then. So they go home.
What did she say? I don't remember. I don't remember why she agreed to this. It's just weird.
Yeah, it doesn't really say.
Completely changes.
Yeah, she just completely changes her mind, which is another thing that I can't stand, because it's like...
Oh, she says she likes, like, pathetic animals or something like that. Or,
I guess so.
Yeah, sad animals.
I guess so. I don't know. It annoys me because that's... because that's also doing the whole... Well, you know, if you ask enough times, they're going to say yes. They're going to change their mind because they're women, and women always change their minds.
Yes.
Because I used to know someone. Okay, well, I still know the person, but I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Yeah.
But it was an old guy at our church, and he would ask us if we wanted, like, it wasn't candy, obviously, because I would have said yes if it was candy. But, like, do you want a pack of crackers or whatever? Yeah. And he would ask, like, me and two boys who were, like, you know, basically like my younger brothers, but we're not. But we were really close. And so he would ask us if we wanted crackers, and we'd all say, you know, or the two boys might say yes or whatever, and I'd be like, no, I don't want any, because I didn't want any. Yeah,
sometimes you just don't want crackers.
Exactly. And so he would go get them, and he'd be like, okay, here you go, and he'd bring 3 packs back. He'd be like, just in case you change your mind.
I hate that.
And I'm like, I said no. Yeah. I'm not changing my mind. And I would literally sit there. I would never eat those crackers. Yeah. Because I'd be like, now I can't, even if I get hungry, even if I'm starving, I'm not eating those crackers.
Yes.
Because I've got to show him on principle. Yeah. I said no, and I meant no. Yes. So I'm not eating those.
Yep. I've done that too, man. It's the worst. Like coworkers or something that just won't take it in. Like,
it's like, you gotta start taking no for an answer.
I don't want you to do this, so please don't. And they do it anyway.
Yep. It's so annoying.
And I'm sure I've never done that in my life.
So, yeah. If I say no, I mean no.
It's good to know.
So annoying. Anyway, so they get home. And it's time to start Garfield's diet. He has his bowl. There's a piece of lettuce in it. And he's like, a piece of lettuce. And John's like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
My bad, dude.
My bad.
I'm sorry.
Rips it in half and goes, half a piece of lettuce.
That's just messed up, dude. That can't possibly be the diet. He's going to die if his diet is half a piece of lettuce a day.
So he eats that lettuce and he's just like, oh, this is the worst.
He then goes off to die, apparently.
Oh, man. So, then there's this whole montage of him trying to sneak food. Yeah. And Odie is like, John has
literal
recruited
whistleblower.
Yeah, he has recruited Odie to be a whistleblower, basically. Yeah. So he's walking around with a whistle. Anytime that Garfield tries to get into any kind of food, he blows the whistle. So he can't do it.
They have 4 jars.
Yeah.
Which, as a child, I always thought everyone had these jars. I don't have these jars in my old age. But the cookie jar, the flour jar, salt jar.
And sugar.
Which salt is way bigger than sugar. I would think you would need more sugar generally.
Oh, have you seen my sugar thing in there?
No, I have not.
It's a lot.
So, yeah. So he's trying to sneak the cookies. Odie comes out. Yeah. I'm like, okay. Then he goes for flour? Like, he's going to eat flour?
He's just going to eat straight flour.
So, like, hey, Odie, let him have flour. Like, he's not going to be, like, into this.
He's not going to be enjoying it.
Why would you stop him from having flour? Salt and sugar, okay, but...
Yeah, because then he goes for the salt, and it's like, he's also not going to enjoy that.
Yeah.
Is straight salt? No.
Yeah.
Straight sugar? Yeah,
I can see, like, a salt lick, maybe, but...
But, I mean, you're not going to eat a lot of it.
Yeah.
You're going to have, like, a little bit, and you're going to go, okay, that's enough salt for me.
I've had enough salt for the day.
Now, sugar, that I could see.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
flour. Just let him be. If he's that desperate, something's sad.
Just let him eat it. Goodness.
The Odie is an overachiever.
Oh, yeah. So then he goes to get on the scale, and the scale calls him Orson Welles.
Yeah, real timely joke there for this. Even at that point, this was like 1989. Yeah. Even then, it's like really an Orson Welles joke.
Well, I mean, I guess at that point, Orson Welles was still around.
Yeah,
and he was
fat.
A pretty big guy.
Yeah.
So,
eating peas to pea commercials.
So anyway, he gets mad at the scale. And the scale says, I love your work. I've seen Citizen Kane 8 times. Can I get your autograph? And he gets mad at the scale, so he busts it.
Yeah.
And then before it dies, it goes, Rosebud, which did make me giggle.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that was good.
Yeah. But it is a kid's thing, and it's referencing a movie from when this movie?
No kids are going to get a Rosebud reference.
There were... at this time, there were so many Rosebud references. Like, you see it in everything. It was like in Animaniacs, all kinds of stuff.
Obviously, there must have been like a Citizen Kane resurgence or something around this time, and everybody was watching Citizen Kane.
It's that thing where, like, the writers are like, how old are they? They think those are their references. So
yeah,
you always get that stuff.
So it's like, were children watching Citizen Kane? Probably not.
No,
I like old movies, and I didn't watch Citizen Kane until I was in college and was taking a film course, and we had to watch it for a film course.
I still haven't seen Citizen Kane, and I don't really want to watch Citizen Kane, to be honest.
I mean,
I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine. I wouldn't put it on my top movies, but I know it's supposed to be like the number 1 movie.
Right.
But there are lots of movies I would rather watch than Citizen Kane. I've seen it once. That's plenty for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, he kills the scale.
Yes.
And then it is Thanksgiving. I guess it's the next day.
Yeah.
And
somehow made it.
Yeah, they made it. And John is like, all right, it's time to start cooking.
Yeah, John's an idiot.
He is the biggest idiot. And I was just like, I hate him.
He is the worst.
So he pulls out the turkey. It's obviously still frozen.
Yes.
He pulls out the turkey and he starts reading the directions on how to cook it. And one of the things is like, take the giblets out or whatever.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's just like, don't think I really have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And then at one point it says, rub the skin with butter. And he's like, well, I don't see how that's going to help. So he takes the butter and starts rubbing his own skin with it.
Who's this dumb?
I just wrote in my notes, I hate this guy at that point.
He's the worst. He deserves to be alone forever.
He does.
and be abused by his cat.
Oh my gosh. I can't remember what else he does. There were some other things.
He ignores that he needed to like defrost it.
Yeah, he does
and then he gets some veggies together.
He gets the veggies together and it's like, add water. So he just puts them in a bowl.
He puts a ton of, he puts like a squash, some greens, turnips, carrots.
Doesn't wash them.
Ton of stuff. Doesn't wash them. Doesn't peel them.
Doesn't
chop
them up or
anything.
anything. Just sticks them all together in a bowl and adds some water. And it's like, okay, I guess I'm done.
Yeah, this is so easy.
Oh my God.
Why is everyone always complaining about Thanksgiving?
About having to take so much time making Thanksgiving food.
Yeah.
Stop. So anyway, he thinks that he's got the food cooking, and then the doorbell rings. Yeah. Here comes the doctor. The doctor's here.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, I just need to check on the food.
He's also...
Oh, yeah, that's right. He gets dressed first. I forgot about the dress montage.
We get a nice dressing montage where Garfield is judging all of his outfits.
And as he should.
Yes, because his outfits are pretty bad.
Yeah.
He's got... puts on a tux. He's got...
he's got like his casual.
Yeah, formal casual wear. He's got a t-shirt and stuff. He's got a Popeye outfit that he brings out. He's got, oh man, he's ridiculous.
At one point, he comes out dressed as an animal, I think.
Oh yeah, he's a gorilla.
Oh, a gorilla. That was it. It's like why?
Why do you have that? First of all,
why would you think it would be appropriate for Thanksgiving? I don't know.
And then he comes out with a nice suit that is perfect for the situation.
It is perfect, except he has no pants on, and that's when the doorbell rings, and he goes to answer it with no pants.
Yeah,
and she's like, "I think you forgot something." And he goes back upstairs and blames Garfield.
Yeah.
For not telling him.
Tell me I didn't have pants. Idiot.
Okay.
And I thought as a child that when I grew up, I would have to wear heart boxers all the time. Because that's all you ever see
in cartoons, yeah.
In any media.
That's true.
I'm kind of sad that I don't.
Oh, boy. So anyway, she comes in. He's like, I'm just going to go check on the food. So he goes into the kitchen. She sits down on the couch. Odie immediately jumps on the couch with her and lays down on her lap. And it is the cutest.
He is just adorable. Puts his head on her lap.
And he, like, wagging his tail the whole time. And he does not move.
Nope. He's there the rest of the night.
At one point, she scoots over on the couch. And he immediately moves over with her.
Yeah.
It's so cute. I'm like, I love him.
Yeah. He is adorable. Garfield at one point... to sabotage dinner because he doesn't want the vegetables.
It's when he, It's after John walks away from it.
It's because he's on a diet and it's like, if I can't eat, no one can. So he gets garlic powder and just garlic powders the heck out of those vegetables.
I would probably still like it though.
I mean, yeah, and like it's not going to be ruined anyway. But that's the end of it. We never go back to that ever again.
Yeah, not to the vegetables, really.
Yeah.
So then, he's checking on the food, I guess, and Garfield is sitting on the couch next to Dr. Liz. And she tells him, I guess you don't have to be on a diet as long as you, like, get your exercise and stuff. And so he's like, yes, I can eat whatever I want. And that's when he realizes, oh, no, I've sabotaged the food.
Or, oh, no, John is terrible at cooking.
Yeah, and so he goes into the other room.
Which I have to wonder, like, why is Garfield so excited if John's been in charge of preparing Thanksgiving all these years?
Right, because this is going to be disgusting. Yeah. This must be John's, like, first time making it.
Surely they go somewhere else every
Well,
other
I'm
year.
sure that every year they probably get together with Grandma.
Yeah.
And she cooks the meal, which is wonderful.
Yes.
And so this is probably John's first one doing it himself.
I hope so, because
if not, he would have
any sense.
Because if not, he would have known not to do that with the turkey and the vegetables.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
John's dumb.
So yeah, Garfield goes back into the kitchen where John is, and John's like, "The turkey's still not done. I don't know what happened.
Still super frozen.
You idiot." So he's panicking. And Garfield's like, I know how to solve this problem.
Yes.
I've got to get him to call Grandma.
Yes.
And so he keeps, like, bringing things to him to, like, remind him of his grandmother.
A pillow Grandma made and a sweater Grandma made.
And finally he's like, here's a picture of Grandma. He's like, oh, I should call her.
Yep.
So he calls her. And she's like, all right, I'll be right over.
Yep.
So she shows up and it's like, John, just go distract the girl. So he goes in there, starts telling, like, the story of the first Thanksgiving or whatever. And she's like, oh my God, she's just, like, falling asleep.
Should have left at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Grandma has an idea. She's going to, since the turkey's still frozen, she's going to cut it up into slices. Mm-hmm. Bones and all are still in that thing. And she just slices it, like, straight up.
Yep.
And she's going to make what? Like, what'd she say? Like, turkey croquettes or something? I can't remember.
But then she starts getting ready to fry it because she puts it, like, in the fry basket.
Yeah. Which I didn't know he had a deep fat fryer
really?
around there.
Where did he get that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, she's going to fry the turkeys sliced up like that.
Yeah.
And then she, like, starts making all these other things. She makes, like,
sweet potatoes.
She has the sweet potatoes, and Garfield looks at it like, ew, gross. And she's like, oh, don't worry, you're going to like it when I make it. So she's like, we use a cup of butter and a cup of brown sugar and a whole bag of marshmallows, basically. And he's like, okay, yeah, I can get behind this.
Yeah.
So she's, like, making all these
There's this website called Dinosaur Dracula, and he does a lot of, like, retro pop culture stuff. Mm-hmm. And he's made the Peanuts Thanksgiving before. Yeah. And he did make that sweet potato thing once where he just covered sweet potatoes in butter and sugar and all that. And it turned out all right. So, you know, go for it.
You put enough butter and sugar and marshmallows on it, it's going to be fine.
How bad could it be? But she just put, like, whole potatoes in there. It's kind of weird.
It's like, you should probably, like, peel them, slice those, you know, too.
Maybe. I think you just mash it all. Yeah. Why not?
Sure. So, I feel like
and then she makes cranberry sauce. Her magic, like, 5-second cranberry sauce, which was good.
Yeah, and he, like, looks so... I can't remember. She like covers his eyes. Yeah. And then pours out a can of, you know, the canned cranberry sauce, which is the best cranberry sauce.
That's the best way to do it, yes.
For me and for, you know, I know you said you like it. That's my favorite. Yeah. That's what we've always had. Yeah. And so, and then she uncovers her eyes and is like, oh, you missed it.
Oh, did you blink? You missed it.
And that was when I was like, I love her.
She is great. She's so charming, which is why the Christmas one's great, because she's pretty prominent.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, now I'm excited.
Yeah, it's so good. I love the Christmas special.
So, yeah, I really liked her. Yeah. And I feel like that was something else that was going on, too, that I forgot to mention, but... I guess it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't.
When she comes in, she looks like she's just come in from, like, riding a motorcycle.
She's a motorcycle riding granny for sure.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. But she does it, man. She makes an entire feast in, like, 5 minutes. Yeah. Which is crazy. Sets this big table. Mm-hmm. And Liz is falling asleep because John is the worst person to be around. And then John wakes her up and is like, hey, it's done.
Dinner's ready.
Guess what? And she's very surprised at this. And I would also be very surprised because he hasn't been in the kitchen, like, at all.
Yep. So, yeah, they go into the kitchen. Everything is set up. Grandma's already gone.
Yeah, she pieced out. Mm-hmm. Where's she at? Did she have her own meal she's getting to?
Maybe she did. I don't know.
She's a mystery.
Exactly.
You never know with Granny.
So, yeah, they sit down. They have their meal.
Yeah, they all... Odie makes a move on Liz, holds her hand.
Oh, my gosh. And, before that, she's holding a corn, like a whole cob of corn. Yes. And he licks it, and she sees it, and she's just like, okay, this is yours now. Just sticks it on his plate.
And that's all he does the whole meal is he just licks this cob of corn. Yeah, because
you can see everybody else eating, and he's just licking something. It's like, I guess it's the corn.
That's Odie.
Yep. So then then Odie, like, grabs her hand, and then she grabs John's hand, and then John grabs Garfield's hand. Yeah. And they're all together as a cute cute little family.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, I guess they are now.
I don't know.
It's weird. I don't know.
Anyway, after everything's over. She's leaving. And she thanks him for the meal and says that it was great. And says that next year, call me after the history lesson.
Yeah.
And kisses him on the cheek and then leaves. And he's like, all right, that was a pretty good Thanksgiving.
I'm really good at this dating thing.
Yeah. It's like, oh, geez, John.
Yeah. So it was a successful Thanksgiving.
Yep. Was it at that point where, and then at the that was the very end. They've eaten so much stuff that Garfield and Odie are just laying on the couch.
Fat slugs on the thing.
And so he's like, okay, well, it's time to go take a walk. So Odie can't get up. And so, of course, he's like, I guess it's time for you to go on a diet. And which, of course, means that Garfield gets to blow the whistle at him.
Yeah. Now he makes him do push-ups. And
yep.
Yeah.
And that's
Shoes on the other foot now.
That's how it ends.
Hope you don't try to eat flour, Odie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it ends. That's it. And yes, I think that was much better than the Peanuts one.
It was much more fun, even though there were some problematic things about the whole dating thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was still fun.
It was. So.
I mean, John's not going to be my favorite character ever anyway.
No. He's the worst. He's nobody's favorite character.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Have you seen those Garfields without Garfield in them?
Yes.
Those where they take Garfield out of the comics. It's just John talking to himself.
Yeah.
Which is true. It's funny.
It is good.
Garfield's not talking to him, but he still just talks. And John looks insane. Which he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love those. But yeah, it broke my heart whenever I got older and found out that Jim Davis, who writes Garfield, he said that he just has a formula he writes and he just puts it out. He doesn't really seem to care that much. He's just making money now, which was sad. But I don't know. I still have a nostalgic place for Garfield in my heart. I like him. And I like his lifestyle where he eats and then takes a nap and then eats again and takes a nap.
I mean, that sounds like me.
It's beautiful. So I support Garfield in all things. So yeah, those were our Thanksgiving specials we wanted to cover since I really like Thanksgiving. You really like Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
The food at least.
The food, definitely.
Yeah. And yeah. So we were thinking, what snacks are we going to have for this? Mm-hmm. Do we make the whole Peanuts Thanksgiving? I'm like, I don't want to eat that.
No.
I know what all those taste like, and I don't want all of them.
No.
I'm not making a Thanksgiving meal for this.
No, because we'll have Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving.
True.
Now, do you want to say what you wanted to get?
Oh,
because I don't know if they'll have them ever again.
Yeah, I don't know. We did go out and look for... there were some, I guess it was Brock's, released some candy corn that was Thanksgiving dinner flavored candy corn, which is turkey, stuffing, green beans, mashed potatoes, so much stuff. I was like, oh man, we gotta try this. I
did not want to try it, so I'm okay with us not having it.
Yeah.
Because it just sounded disgusting. And I'm pretty sure you can find reviews of it where people have tried them.
Yeah, of course. And I've always wanted to also try Jones Soda.
Yeah.
Had those too. I always wanted to try those also, but never have. I like weird things like that, just to try them, not to have them all the time.
And see, I'm very...
I like trying crazy things.
And I don't really like trying crazy things, but I guess we're going to be trying crazy things a lot more.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's this thing called Universal Yums. Mm-hmm. It's like a subscription box that you can get, and each month you get different little snacks from other places around the world. So you might, 1 month you might get stuff from Spain, the next month you might get stuff from Hungary, and then you might get stuff from Greece, and all that stuff, all that kind of stuff. Taiwan,
you
Japan.
You might get turkey from Turkey.
You might get turkey from Turkey. Who knows? So I signed up for that subscription service. Which I was
very excited about.
Yeah, and I've been wanting to try it since I think I found out about it around this time last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that sounds really cool." And then I kind of forgot about it. And then
we started this podcast.
Well, yeah, and a few months ago, around the time we started this, I think we had been into it a little bit. And I was like, maybe I should look into that again. And then I just didn't do anything with it. And so then I was like, okay, let's try it. Let's just go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and order some. Let's do it. So we got the first box. It is Scandinavian, so it's like from a few different countries.
Yep. Well, theoretically.
Theoretically it's from a few different countries. So we ended up with, I think it's mostly stuff from like Denmark.
Yeah.
And
a few Danish stuff.
A few Swedish things in there.
Yeah.
But there are like 3 different sizes of boxes you can get, and I went with the middle one, but there's one that has like fewer snacks and one that has more, of course. And I guess the one that has more snacks probably had from a few more different countries.
Probably.
But anyway, yeah, that's what we got that came this week. And they'll be doing a holiday one, and I saw a sneak peek of it earlier this morning, actually. And it looked like some really cool stuff. So I'm excited about it.
I'm looking forward to that.
But yeah, so we've got Universal Yums, and we went through that, looked at everything, and just kind of picked something from the things in there.
Yeah.
That we would want to talk about on here.
Yeah.
Let me find it. So this is Kim's American Grill Potato Chips.
Yeah. You know, it's American Thanksgiving, celebrating founding of the country, I guess.
kind of not. It seems more like a July 4th kind of thing.
Yeah, and the Native Americans would probably disagree.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, and it has on here, when you're hungry for fun, eat these chips, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
is this Danish also?
Yes.
So it's an American-themed Danish snack. I like it.
Yes. It is an American-themed Danish snack. Exactly. And it has a lucky potato is what I don't understand that, but sure.
Doesn't make sense.
But it's got like a lot of tomato, chili powder, not powder, chili pepper, paprika, kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I guess we're going to try it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
So we're going to try that.
We're trying this one mainly because we were deciding between this and another one. And then you went, wait, is that bag open?
Yeah.
And I went, is it? And it is. And so we think what happened was there was this, like in shipping, the air
it probably popped.
It probably popped, and yeah, because
it was like at the top of it, and so something probably got set on it. And smushed it a little.
Because when the box came, it was not looking that great.
Yeah.
It had some problems, apparently. So yeah, we think that it just popped.
Yeah.
Open, and it's fine.
We'll see. If it's super stale or has bugs in it, then we'll know it was bad.
Yeah.
Haven't seen any bugs crawl out or anything, so we're probably good.
We're probably fine. It's a lot of crumbs, but
yeah. Well, I mean, it did get smashed.
Yeah, it did.
It does support that theory.
So all right,
let's give it a shot. It's very oniony.
It kind of makes me think of a mix between like when I first tasted it, I was like, oh, it tastes kind of barbecue. Yeah,
it does.
But then it tastes a little more like sour cream and onion as you eat it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it does, yeah.
It's good, though.
Mm-hmm. Because I love barbecue and I love sour cream and onion chips.
Yep. Me too.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like America. What is the flavor actually called? Like All-American Grill or something?
American Grill.
Grill. I wouldn't think the grill for this. I guess maybe a little barbecue-y.
Yeah.
But
well, also, some people put like barbecue sauce on their hamburgers.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you have the onion and stuff that you have on a hamburger.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. So far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've got some other stuff in that box that we are not looking forward to.
Some of it's going to be bad.
Because it's Scandinavian. And they really like their licorice there.
Yeah, they love salty licorice. I don't understand it.
I don't either. And so that means that there is something with a licorice bit in it that we are definitely not looking forward to.
Oof, it's going to be bad.
But some of the other stuff sounds really good.
Yeah. Do you want to say what we're doing with the other stuff?
So yeah, what we're planning on doing with the other things in the Universal Yums box is we're going to make a video of us eating everything or trying everything. Yeah. We're not just going to sit there and eat everything in the box.
Just watch us eat. All right. Thanks for watching.
So yeah, we're going to test everything out, and hopefully, I don't know when we're going to do that.
Hopefully we'll get that up soon so you can watch it.
Yeah. And we'll put that on our Twitter and our Facebook.
Yes.
But it'll be a YouTube video.
It will be. So we'd like to get more stuff up on YouTube, including the podcast.
I was going to say, because we have nothing up there right now. I'm working on that.
Yeah.
So Mark is the one who does our social media stuff. So I figured I'm like, okay, I should probably pull my weight around here a little bit and do something. So since I'm used to doing YouTube stuff anyway, I was like, well, I'll do YouTube.
I appreciate that.
So yeah, we're gonna. We're gonna put all of our episodes up on YouTube, and they will hopefully be captioned and everything too.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
That's what I'll be working on for Thanksgiving, probably.
So look forward to that.
And that's where we'll have little things like that. We may do other little videos here and there.
We have some ideas we want to try out. A lot of food-related stuff, which is fine with me. Yeah. It's my favorite stuff. So, yeah. So, what do you think about these chips? What would you rate them?
I'm probably going to go with like an 8, because I really liked them.
Yeah, I'm going with that too. I liked them as well. I'm going 8.
Like, they combine the flavors of 2 of my favorite types of flavored chips. So. Yeah.
I love onions. It's very onion forward. I'm all for that. Do you like them better than those Irish chips you got that one time?
Ooh.
Because you loved those.
No, I think I still like the Irish ones better. They're so good. Because, okay, the thing about the Irish ones is, all right, so these are all just crumbs.
Yeah.
When I had that bag of Irish potato chips, there was not a single crumb. They were all perfect whole potato chips.
Yeah.
I was like, how did they do this?
The Irish no potatoes.
I mean, they're really good because they like go in and they like quality control everything. And oh my gosh, they're like Keogh's or something like that chips. Okay. And the ones that I got were shamrock and sour cream or something like that. So it tasted like sour cream and onion. So good. I had to get them from like Whole Foods, but...
World Market.
Yeah, World Market's what I meant. That's what I meant. I don't know why I always get those two confused. So yeah, I had to get them at World Market, but I might have to go back and get another bag. They were so good. And it even tells you, like, you can look online and find the exact farm where they got those potatoes.
That is interesting.
It is so cool. Yeah. I'm just, like, amazed by those potato chips.
There's a lot of European stuff that'll do that, like, tell you what farms they're coming from and stuff. It's a good idea.
And, like, the bag that I had was right next to, from, like, this farm, right next to, like, the Dublin airport. So, yeah, that was... Those chips would, if we ever do those, they're definitely going to be more than an 8. For you. They're probably going to be a 10. But, yeah, these are a solid 8.
Yeah. I agree.
Very good.
I agree.
I keep eating them, so.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our Thanksgiving episode. We hope you go have a nice Thanksgiving. If somebody tries to invite themselves over, tell them.
Hey, we have plans.
Yeah, like, hey.
Do you not have plans? But if they don't have plans, then sure, invite them
along. You know, that's nice too.
Have a Friendsgiving. Don't think
you have to make them their own meal. Come on.
No.
And don't harass women.
There you go.
We learned a lot of good lessons from these Thanksgiving specials.
Don't harass women, please.
This is our public service announcement. And yeah, watch out for those videos and such on our Twitter, which is at Having Fun Cast, and our Facebook, which is at Having Fun Pod.
And if you want to get in touch with us, you can use either of those, or you can send us an email at havingfunpod@gmail.com.
Yeah. Do you know what our YouTube channel is? I imagine it's just the email address. It's just Having Fun Pod.
Hopefully.
So, yeah. Yeah, go check those out. Talk to us. Let us know what your favorite Thanksgiving specials are. I love Planes, Trains, Automobiles, and I wanted to do that, but it's really hard to find streaming. So I was just like,
You did not mention this to me at all.
I mentioned it to myself.
Yeah. I wonder if it's at the library.
It could be.
Probably. We probably could have watched it.
Maybe. So maybe next year.
Yeah. And then there's another, there's a Thanksgiving movie that I used to watch a lot called Dutch. That maybe we'll cover one Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And did you know Best Little Whorehouse in Texas is Thanksgiving? Based on Thanksgiving? Bro.
I did not.
Yeah, I learned that this year. So maybe one. I really like that movie.
I've never seen it
for no reason.
I
Dolly Parton's great. What can I say?
I mean, since it does have Dolly, I'm sure it'll be great.
I hope I like that movie. Again, now I don't remember. I watched it a few years ago. So anyway, stay tuned for all that. Let us know. Talk to us. And we like to hear from you. But until then, go have fun. Have a great Thanksgiving. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.